Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into what feels like a fast-paced, high-tech mission. Seriously, we're totally bypassing the fluff and jumping straight into the setup and execution of your very first C# environment. If you're looking to transform your machine into an absolute developer powerhouse, well, you're in exactly the right place. All right, let's just get right into it. We are completely skipping the dry theory today, and we're dropping you right into the action. Setting up a programming environment can sometimes feel like trying to decipher some ancient scroll, right? But the source material from W3 Schools lays out this brilliantly streamlined path. So we're going to take that exact path step by step. But before we can write any actual commands, we need to equip you with the ultimate developer weapon. You need an IDE. That stands for Integrated Development Environment. Think of it as your command center. It's basically a single piece of software specifically designed to let you edit your raw code and then compile it, which really just means translating it into something your computer actually understands, all in one seamless live interface. Now, the absolute easiest way to get started with C# is by using Visual Studio Community. And here's why. Applications written in C# rely on something called the .NET framework. Because the language, the framework, and the program itself are all created by Microsoft, they just work together flawlessly. It perfectly illustrates why you really shouldn't just hack away in a plain text editor when you've got this fully integrated Microsoft ecosystem at your fingertips. And the absolute best part? The community version is completely free to download. So let's blaze right through the installation montage. Once you grab that installer straight from Microsoft, you're going to be faced with a menu of options. Your primary target here is to select the .NET Desktop Development Workload. Take a quick second to make sure that box is locked in. Once it is, just click the Modify or Install button. The system is going to pull down all those necessary packages for you. And after the installation wraps up, simply hit that Launch button to boot up your brand new environment. System online. You'll see the Start window pop up almost like a live video feed coming online. To initiate the whole development process, you literally just need to click the option that says Create a New Project. It acts as your direct gateway right into your live coding workspace. Next up, we build our foundation. You're going to be presented with a list of templates. You'll want to navigate through this menu and choose Console App.NET Core. We're starting out here because it gives us a really clean, live terminal interface for this mission. No distracting buttons, no messy graphical windows, just pure code and output. Select it and go ahead and click Next. All right, next up is identification. You need to give your project a unique name. Once you've typed that in, confidently hit that Create button. This tells Visual Studio to just go ahead and generate the entire underlying workspace for you. And this step is actually absolutely crucial because it automatically organizes all your future code files, totally setting you up for success right out of the gate. Boom! Just like a cinematic sequence in a movie, Visual Studio instantly generates the foundational C# code structure for you on the screen. It creates a file named program.cs. You're going to see lines of live code already written out for you, perfectly formatted, color-coded, the whole shebang. The IDE essentially does the heavy lifting here, so you don't have to start staring at a completely blank, intimidating screen. Now, W3 Schools offers a really vital piece of advice right here. Do not worry if you don't actually understand the code yet. Honestly, just focus entirely on the execution. The key thing right now is to trust the process. You don't need to decode the syntax today. You don't need to know what a namespace is or what a class is. Not yet. Your one and only mission right now is simply to prove that you can force the machine to execute a program. And that brings us to the climax of your setup mission. To compile and run your code, hover over your keyboard and strike that F5 key. Or, alternatively, you can click on Debug up in the top menu and select Start Debugging. That single, simple action takes the raw text sitting on your screen, builds it, and launches it live. Instantly, a live terminal console is going to pop up on your screen, and there it is, rendering your very first successful C# execution. It prints out exactly what we told it to. Hello world! Right below that, the system confirms it exited with code 0, which, by the way, is just computer speak for everything went perfectly. Guys, you are officially up and running. So, congratulations are absolutely in order here. Mission accomplished. You have completely bypassed those initial barriers to entry. You've downloaded the right tools, configured the Microsoft ecosystem, generated a project, and successfully forced your machine to output your specific commands. You literally now have the exact same starting foundation as professional developers working in the industry today.